Hello, I'm Julian, and this test was done on my Carver 370 Voyager to better understand the exhaust smoke colors at different engine phases, especially those related to the Volvo Penta KAMD42 supercharger. When the supercharger engages during acceleration, when it disengages during deceleration, and when it reconnects again with changes in RPM. Ready to the test. I was worried about the smoke colors, and I originally planned to recalibrate the injectors, but over time, I'm starting to think that this behavior may actually be normal, especially considering the cost and difficulty of removing the injectors. You can notice that the smoke mainly appears during the acceleration phase. Once the RPM is stabilized, the smoke seems to return to a normal level. Here, you can see the boat's hull lifting and planing on the water. I also have an issue with my double belts, from the crankshaft to the water pump. They wear out quickly, even with regular tightening, and they have already broken once. Maybe I used to run too often in the RPM ranges where the supercharger works the hardest. You can clearly see the supercharger restarting for a short moment during deceleration. Like this new startup test, I didn't notice any issues with the engine. The belts do not seem to slip, and there are no water leaks or any other problems. You can see the compressor work and the colors of smoke. We can see that after the supercharger disengages, it continues to rotate. Is this just the inertia of the supercharger? I don't think an airflow can drive it. Because of its design, it cannot be driven by the airflow, especially since, at that moment, it is fully bypassed at the air filter. The supercharger uses an on or off magnetic clutch. You can clearly see that the exhaust smoke becomes much whiter when the supercharger is off and only the turbochargers are working once the engine reaches its maximum steady RPM. The boat reaches its speed normally, and the engines seem to run correctly. But regarding the temperatures and the smoke colors, should I be worried, or is this behavior normal? For the engine data, I'm using an ActiSense EMU1 connected to my Garmin chart plotters. The RPMs show a small offset of about 300 revolutions per minute between the two engines. I will adjust that later. The temperatures also rise with engine load, but they remain stable, which means they are consistent. This will be fine-tuned as well. After running the engine at high RPM, I noticed black marks on the gel coat. This also made me suspect a possible injector issue. If anyone knows the Volvo Penta KAMD42 very well, I would really appreciate your feedback and experience. Thank you very much for watching this video. Feel free to leave a comment. I look forward to reading your thoughts. If anyone has solid experience with the Volvo Penta KAMD42, I would truly appreciate hearing your insights and technical feedback. Whether it's about exhaust smoke, injector behavior, belt wear, or supercharger operation, your expertise could really help me understand whether what I'm seeing is normal or if there is something I should investigate further.